Okay, so we are here once again in a Pet Trading Card Simulator, and in today's video we're going to go over the best ways on how to get gems within the game. Now, gems are one of the most important currencies within the game because it's usually what you need to use just to get stronger in general, get the stronger pets and all that kind of stuff, from your shiny merge, your PSA grading, your PSA trader, the upgrades, even the teleport and stuff like that as well. So yeah, in today's video we're going to go over pretty much the best way on how to get gems and basically the quickest way as well. So first of all, we're going to start off with the quests. Now this is probably going to be a great way, especially for newer players, on getting very quick and early gems and being able to get those first sets of, like, shiny merges and stuff like that, because these can be very quick to get. 500 clicks honestly isn't that much. If you have an auto clicker like this, it's honestly going to go very quickly, and I'm pretty sure these give like hundreds of gems, like 300, 400 gems every quest you complete. So obviously, I really don't think 500 clicks is really that much for a daily quest. So that's going to be something that's going to be very quick to do. Again, the shiny card, obviously it depends really what kind of cards you're making, because of course some cards can actually cost you gems to make. However, if you just go ahead and get very bad pets from the first pack or something and make those shiny cards, again, you're going to make your profit on that either way. And of course, once you complete all the quests as well, you can get even more gems, which is always going to be really good. Plus you have the weekly quests as well, which do take quite a while to perform, finish and stuff. 20,000 clicks is a little bit more, but still, once you complete all these, you can get a nice amount of gems, especially early on in the game, which will help out with things like getting your first shiny merge, your first PSA grades and stuff like that as well. So of course, for the newer players, I would highly recommend going over to the quests and doing those, because it can really help out. Now, the next way, and probably the most common way that people are getting gems, is of course with clicking and things like that, because you can get gems every now and again from a click and stuff like that if you are lucky enough. And you need to upgrade this of course as well through rebirthing and stuff. Right now I've got 88 rebirths and I can get around 92 gems every time I get one. Now this can be a decent method of course, however it's probably going to be one of the slower methods, I would say. It can be good if you are saving up for 1,000, 2,000 gems for a short term burst. And I guess as well, if you are going to AFK overnight and you are going to be auto clicking, then of course you can also save up a massive amount of gems. However, for early on in the game and you are a new player, getting the 1 gem per hit really isn't going to do that much. So I would recommend trying to rebirth as much as you can to be able to get this +1 gem card upgrade. And of course as well, once you do actually get to this desert area, come over to the upgrades, because over here you can actually also upgrade the amount of gems you get from the clicks as well. It does cost quite a lot though, so be wary of that. But that is the reason why I'm not actually just getting 89 gems per click for my 88 rebirths. Instead I am getting 92 because I have actually got this upgraded as well, which can help out quite a lot as well. So I'd highly recommend you upgrade that. But in terms of this being a more of an early game thing, I would say for newer players, this isn't really going to be a valuable method because it's going to take way too long, especially when you do need to save up thousands of gems to get your shiny merges and stuff like that. However, for middle to end game players, this can still be a very good method. I think once you start to get around 50 gems, or maybe even 20 gems, it can start to get a lot better. So yeah, overall, still a pretty decent method. However, there is one more method within this game, which I think is way better than the rest, and that is the boss fights. There is, I believe, 3 different boss fights right now within the game. If we just open up the teleporter right now, I believe there's one down here on the sunny beach, there's also one in the volcano, and there is the one at the end of the desert area as well, which is, I think right now, the hardest boss fight in the game, which I would highly recommend going for if you can fight this boss. Once you get over to this dark ruins area over here, this boss fight becomes very easy. However, if you are in the desert area or below, it can be very hard to do. So I would highly recommend at least getting some desert or the dark ruins area stuff first, because it will make it a lot easier, as you might be able to see hopefully soon. But as you can see, it does have 100 quadrillion health, which is quite a lot. However, I am doing quite a lot of damage right now, 330 per click, plus I think it's 10 to 14 quadrillion there per special attack as well, which is going to be bringing off a massive amount. So overall, I would highly recommend trying your damned hardest to get to this last area, because honestly, this will give off a ton of gems very quickly. However, if you are only in like the sunny beach area and stuff like that, as you can see, we just finished off this boss. If you are in the sunny beach area or the volcano area, the bosses there can still give you a lot of gems for what you need in those areas. But as you can see, from this chest right here, if we just go ahead and claim this, we actually got 9,000 gems, and as you saw, it really didn't take that long for me to finish that boss fight. It honestly took me like, what, 10 seconds to do a boss fight. So for every 10 seconds, I can get 9,000 gems. So overall, I can literally just kill that boss like 100 times, get 1,000,000 gems really easy, and honestly, it's going to be super quick. Of course, if we do go over to the volcano area real quick, and just compare the amount of gems you get from this boss over here, I think it's like around 1,000 gems you might get from this one or something like that. Still, it is very strong for this kind of area, although I'm not too sure if I can actually fight this boss or not, because these pets might be too strong for it. I'm not too sure, we'll have to wait and see though. But once this boss fight does start up, pretty sure I can end up insta-killing this with like one click, I'm pretty sure. So honestly, this should not take too long at all. Yeah, I can definitely, yeah, there we go, it's literally just died just there and then. So we do have another chest from this boss right here. So if we just open up this chest right here, we are going to get another 3,000 gems, which honestly could even be better than the last boss area for what I'm doing right now. So yeah, if you can get to the volcano area and you know the desert area and stuff like that, make sure you are fighting the volcano boss and the desert boss as well, because they are going to give you a ton of gems, and honestly they are very easy to kill. So yeah, right now for me personally, these are the best ways right now to get gems for the different style of players. If you are a newer player, make sure you are doing the quests. If you're kind of like in the middle, you know, like kind of just getting around the volcano area to like these kind of like first set of areas, make sure you are rebirthing and getting your clicks and stuff like that. However, if you are like kind of more end game and you do have some fairly strong pets, make sure you are doing the boss fights, because they are going to give you a ton of gems. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.